Hey, Habs fans, are you feeling a surge of wild excitement mixed with a heavy dose of skepticism right now? What if I told you that the Montreal Canadiens are at the heart of a growing NHL rumor, with whispers of potential blockbuster trade for Alexis Lafrenière, the young, underperforming star winger from the New York Rangers, who could get a fresh start in his home province of Quebec? With speculation gaining traction amid the Rangers' cap pressures and Lafreniere's uneven 2024-25 season, this could be the high-risk, high-reward move to turbocharge our rebuild. Today, we're diving deep into this electrifying rumor, exploring Lafreniere's potential fit with the Habs, dissecting the steep challenges and costs, and debating if this is a daring play to reshape our future. Let's unpack this captivating scenario and see if Kent Hughes can turn a former number one pick into Montreal's next big thing. Let's set the stage with the buzzing speculation that's lighting up the NHL trade market. The Canadiens, off to a promising 3-1-0 start in the 2025-26 season after a playoff return last year, are in the midst of a youth-focused rebuild under GM Kent Hughes, eager to take calculated risks on young talent with upside to build a contending core. With over $38 million in projected cap space for 2026-27 after shedding Carey Price's contract, Hughes has the financial room to absorb significant contracts. Enter Alexis Lafrenière, the 24-year-old winger and 2021st overall draft pick for the Rangers, whose name has resurfaced in trade talks after a disappointing 2024-25 season of 45 points, 17 goals, in 82 games, down from prior highs. With New York facing salary cap constraints and questions about his fit, Montreal has emerged as a realistic landing spot for a fresh start. Now, let's dive into why Alexis Lafrenière makes so much sense for Canadiens, even with his recent struggles. At 24, Lafrenière aligns perfectly with Montreal's young core of Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, and Uri Slavkovsky, offering a timeline match for long-term growth. A native of Quebec, his cultural connection to the province and the passionate Habs fan base could reignite his passion, as analysts suggest a market match with Montreal's intense hockey environment, with the potential to slot into a first or second line role alongside talents like Ivan Demidov or Caulfield. Lafrenière brings elite skill and pedigree as a former top pick, even if he hasn't yet lived up to franchise talent expectations. Hughes' willingness to give young players significant minutes and the team's cap flexibility make this a feasible gamble on a player still brimming with untapped potential. Let's imagine Lafreniere's impact on Montreal's lineup if he rediscovers his form. Slotting him on the top line with Suzuki and Caulfield could create a dynamic trio, blending Lafreniere's playmaking and puck possession with Suzuki's two-way excellence and Caulfield's sniper shot. Alternatively, pairing him on the second line with Demidov and Patrick Lane would add scoring depth, allowing him to thrive with less pressure while leveraging his size, 6 feet 1 inch, 196 pounds, and skill in tight spaces. Picture him driving to the net, dishing to Demidov for slick goals or bearing rebounds, his junior hockey dominance. 112 points in 52 QMJHL games in 2019-20 hints at what's possible under Martin's St. Louis system, which emphasizes creativity and pace. A motivated Lafrenière could blossom into the star many expected, turning the Bell Center into a stage for his redemption story. Of course, acquiring Lafrenière comes with significant obstacles and risks that temper the excitement. The Rangers have made it clear they're not giving him away for cheap, seeking immediate help rather than just future picks or prospects, meaning the trade cost could be steep. Potentially a 2026 first-round pick, a top prospect like Lane Hudson or Owen Beck, and a roster player like Kirby Dach to balance salaries. New York's cap pressure, with Lafreniere's current $2.325 million cap hit, likely on a bridge deal, though specifics for 2025-26 aren't confirmed in a rumor, makes him sellable, but they'll demand value for a player they still see potential in. For Montreal, the risk is real. His inconsistent production, 45 points last season, raises doubts about whether a change of scenery will unlock his game, especially in a high-pressure market like Montreal, where every misstep is magnified, as analysts warn. Let's dig into the deeper risks and counterarguments fueling the skepticism. Beyond the trade cost, there's no guarantee Lafrenière will rebound, even with more opportunity in Montreal. Some experts caution he might be next summer's reclamation project. Imply another May year could further diminish his value, and a failure to adapt the St. Louis system or the Canadiens' intense spotlight could derail his career further. Trading significant assets for a player who hasn't solidified as a star risks stunning the rebuild if he underperforms, especially when Hughes must balance immediate impact with long-term growth for prospects like Slavkovsky. The Rangers might also opt for internal development over a trade, stalling talks. This isn't a surefire win. It's a high-stakes roll of the dice on a player with as many question marks as exclamation points. Let's step back and assess the broader implications. If the Canadiens landed Alexis Lafreniere, it would signal a bold, calculated risk by Hughes, embracing a reclamation project with franchise-altering upside to accelerate the rebuild alongside a youthful core. It's not just about adding a winger. It's about betting on a Quebec native's potential to become a top-line star in a market that could reignite his fire, potentially reshaping the Eastern Conference if he clicks. For the Rangers, trading Lafreniere would free cap space and allow roster restructuring, though they'd lose a high pedigree asset unless the return is immediate. As the rumor notes, key indicators to watch include New York's willingness to deal, the exact cost, and Lafreniere's role in Montreal. Fan sentiment, split between "I'd love for the Habs to add him" and "cautious doubt," mirrors a gamble at play. As we wrap this up, I'm torn between the thrilling vision of Alexis Lafreniere reviving his career in a Canadiens jersey, becoming a hometown hero, and the sobering reality of the cost and uncertainty involved. This trade rumor, targeting a struggling former number 1 pick from New York for a fresh start in Montreal, feels like a daring, potentially transformative move for Ken Hughes. Lafreniere's youth, skill, and cultural fit could make him the missing piece to elevate our top 6, but the price of top assets and the risk of continued underperformance loom large. Whether this materializes or remains an intriguing what if, it's a reminder that the Habs are poised to take big swings to build a contender. For now, the speculation keeps the fire burning as we await a decision that could redefine our future. So, Habs Nation, I'm turning this over to you. Would you back Kent Hughes trading significant assets for Alexis Lafreniere, betting on a fresh star to unlock his star potential, or should we steer clear the risk and focus on internal development? Drop your passionate opinions and cautious concerns in the comments. I'm eager to see if this rumor ignites the same mix of hope and doubt in you as it does in me. And if the thought of Lafreniere and blue Blanc Et Rouge has you hyped, hit that like button to show your excitement. Let's keep this conversation roaring as we watch the Habs chase greatness in 2025 to 26. Until next time, keep believing in bleed blue Blanc Et Rouge.